All right, let's get into some basics here with knife skills, right? Super important to have a nice chef knife. Go to the store, pick one out, and you want to feel them. You want to hold them. You want to get a good idea of the weight. You want it to feel comfortable. Chef knife is the overall knife that you're going to use all the time as a home cook. So it's super important. I'll go over a little bit on paring knife too. And then in this demo, I'm just going to show you how to cut an onion. So down below, I'll link a playlist to my YouTube channel that's all the how to cuts. I mean, I got how to cut everything on there, from eggplant to a cantaloupe to a pineapple. Go ahead and watch those after this demonstration to get a better idea on how to cut all the different vegetables and fruits. All right, so when we go back to the onion, like we talked about, it's got to feel comfortable in your hand, all right? And the key grip is here, we're holding the knife on the top here. This is going to give us the ultimate control. You might start to feel nervous, like you're getting too close to this blade. But I can tell you, if you're holding a knife out here, you have way less control, and there's a better chance that you're going to slip and cut yourself that way. So it's really important to get a good bearing and a good comfort on there. I guess if I could demonstrate that, you're coming in here with your fingers, okay? And then the one on top kind of pinches and is pushing on this part of the knife, and your thumb is kind of pushing on the other side, and that's all balancing itself out, okay? You're far enough away from the edge of the blade, so you don't have to worry about that. Right here. It's back here, and it's giving you the ultimate control of this knife. If you can see, I can chop, I can move stuff. Once you get there, you'll see it just feels super comfortable. So that's how you hold a chef knife. You do not hold it back here. This is just going to get you hurt. So you want to have a good grip. You don't want to be so hard that you stress in your hand, but you don't want to be so loose that you're letting it go, if that makes sense. Paring knife, that's simpler. It's a smaller knife, right? I really don't get up all too close in here unless I have to. You can use more towards the end of that because it's such a small knife. I tend to naturally hold it just back of that. So you're chopping fine things like shallots, or you're coring something like an apple. I got a good grip on it like that. The better the grip, the stronger the grip, the safer it is. All right, simply with an onion, right? We're going to go into dicing and slicing. These are the two biggest things you're probably going to get from an onion. So right here we got the root end and we got the stem end. There's two ends to this onion, okay? What I tend to do is, first off, I'm cutting that stem end off, not the root end. So this is the stem, obviously. You can kind of see it was growing there. And we're just going to cut through that, just like that. Now this little bit, you throw it away. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to split this onion in half. We're just going to cut it in half. You could just put it right down like this, and it's going to give you the most balance on your cutting board, okay? It's not round anymore. It has a place to hold it. And then you're just going to go right through that root, just like that, okay? That's simple. Now that we got it cut in half, we're going to go ahead and peel that off. This first layer, you can kind of see exposes a green layer. I can tell you the green layer is not going to cook the same as a white layer. So you decide as you're cooking. Some say, well, this will be a big waste. Sometimes I go this far depending on the onion and how close these rings are. I'll take this first green layer off, okay? To establish more of the heart of the onion. Not to say you can't use that green part. You'll tend to see, like, if it's real weak, get it off. If not, you're good to go, okay? So now let's just go ahead and slice this onion. You could just slice the onion this way, but it tends to not be such an attractive slice of onion because it's just this half moon, and they kind of look good, weird after you cook it. This way is much better presentation of the onion. So we're going to take your knife and we're going to be cutting into the root end. So picture yourself kind of going around the onion like this, okay? Obviously, you can't go all the way in on this bottom one, so that's more closer here. But then we're going back. This width that you're cutting is the width that you want your slices to be. So that's really important. And that's how you determine how much you do around the edge. Now, another example here is I like to leave this root end intact. You could simply cut both ends off when you're doing your slice, and then the slices will just fall off like this did, this little starter end on here. But one benefit of keeping that root on there, it's keeping it all held together here, see? And that can be nice, and especially nice with the dice, but we'll get to that in a minute. So go ahead and work your way all the way around, keeping the width that you want. And now if you look to my hand, this hand is one, it's kind of holding the onion there, and two, it's giving a place for this knife to kind of slide along. Now, just remember, we're not professional chefs. There's no pro chefs here. I'm a home cook, never been a chef. I just have a love and passion for cooking, right? So it doesn't matter how fast you do this. Just be comfortable with it and learn the routine, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So now we're slicing down here. Now I'm getting down here. I can't really hold it anymore. I'm going to hold it like this and finish my slice into the onion, okay? Another really important thing in this whole process is this knife has to be sharp. Super important. Keep it a good edge on it. A dull knife is actually more unsafe than a sharp knife, if you can figure that one out, but it's true. Now you simply just got to remove that root end, and you'll be able to just cut it where all those slices went into that root end. So if I just cut it off here, all my slices fall apart. And that just gives you nice slices. If they didn't fall apart, you didn't cut it far enough. So there we have slices. Super easy. That's slicing your onion, all right? Crying like a baby here. Just give me a second. All right, so now we're gonna dice. So we take our other half, peel off that layer. I'll show you this one. A little less green. I think I'm gonna go with it. Man, these onions are really ripe and juicy. So as we talked about, fingers hit back. Your fingers aren't like this, so you don't cut them, right? So when they're like this, your knuckle is protecting your finger because it's on the side of the knife here. Going into the root end, very simple, remember? Into that root end, all the way around the onion. You're making the slices as big as you want your dices. Another important thing when you're preparing vegetables for cooking is you want to focus on keeping everything the same size, right? You want the same size, and the reason for that is you want them to cook the same. Obviously, a thinner something is going to cook quicker than a thicker something. So it's important on all your vegetables when you're preparing them that you're thinking about size and how long it's going to take, and you're trying to keep it all the same as you go. So keep slicing around. Keep your fingers out of any area that you could actually cut them. Now I've got them sliced all the way through. If you could see that, it's all the way through it. Sliced into that root end. And now for dice, I'm simply going to dice it about the same size as I did cutting into the root end for the slices. And for a motion with a knife here, think of it as an onion's too big that you can't just sit here and rock it. You're kind of going to give it a slicing motion, if that makes sense. That curvature in that knife is giving you that motion. So now we're going to hold it, keep them all together intact, right? Keep your finger back, and then you're just going to slice through. Slice through. Slice slice through. And this is just going to give you perfect dice. And you're going to follow this step for your other vegetables. So I hope you can see how easy it is to hold a chef knife, feel comfortable with that knife, practice it. And like I said before, don't focus on speed. Just focus on the skill of doing it. And then the more and more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get with the big blade. And you're just going to be more successful in the kitchen. And part of this demonstration is to show you, you want to do this with all your vegetables before you cook, or even your protein, your meat or whatever. However you're going to cook it, cut it up, get it ready before you start cooking, and you're going to be a lot more successful as a home cook. All right, your first assignment in this course, after that demo on how to cut an onion, I want you guys to go try it. Make sure you have a sharp chef knife. Grab yourself an onion. Go ahead and do slices and chopping. Then go ahead and check that playlist and learn those other how to cuts. They're going to change the game for you in your kitchen. Just keep practicing, feeling comfortable with that chef knife. And I'm really excited for it. I can't wait to see you in the next part of the course.